Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. The Green New Deal has arrived in Germany. 6 months ago, Germany's new government was bragging that they were going to be the greenest government yet. Among environmentalists, hope's been running high for Germany's new government. At elections this September, growing concern about climate change, boosted by the worst floods to hit the country in 500 years, helped the German Greens double their parliamentary seats. They promised to push through parts of their radical climate action program. Germany signed a pledge to end foreign fossil fuel funding by the year 2022 and hailed it as a game changer. Energy experts warned that this would not work and would be a disaster for the country.
Drohnen? Für den Bundestag hat das Harald Schwarz untersucht. Der Professor für Energieverteilung an der Cottbuser Universität kommt zu bedenklichen Schlüssen. Im Strommix aus den Bestandteilen Atom, Kohle, Gas und Regenerativ tue sich schon in 2 Jahren eine Lücke auf, gemessen an der sogenannten Spitzenlast. Diese Lücke im sicheren Stromangebot werde gerade in den folgenden Wintern immer größer.
Gesicherte Leistung von Windenergie und Photovoltaik ist zwischen 0 und 2 oder 3%, also de facto 0. Das kann man auch in vielen Diagrammen sehen, dass wir Tage, Wochen im Jahr haben, wo weder Wind noch PV ist. Gerade zum Beispiel jetzt in der Zeit ist es so, also PV ist im Winter sowieso 0 und Wind ist oftmals auch sehr gering. Und das sind einfach Dinge, wie ich mal sagen, die sind physikalisch begründet und seit 100 Jahren bekannt und werden schlicht und ergreifend in der gesamten Energiewende-Diskussion sträflich vernachlässigt.
Am Ende drohten Blackouts. Zuletzt legten die 2019.
But the German government chose to ignore the people who actually know what they're talking about. And now 1 in 6 Germans are having to skip meals because the cost of energy and the cost of food is unaffordable. 42% of Germans are being forced to cook more sparingly due to financial hardship. And Germans are being warned of a very difficult autumn and tough winter due to high energy prices. The German people are facing a disaster caused by their own government, and the energy decisions being made by the government are based on superstition and misinformation. August 23, 2021, the violent and deadly flooding in Germany and Belgium last month was an extremely rare event, scientists said Monday, but one that was made more likely by climate change. The scientists found that the record rainfall that led to the flooding, including a 24-hour total of 3.5 inches, was a 400-year event. So the scientists said that 3.5 inches in one day would only happen once every 400 years. But had these scientists done any actual research, they would have known that on May 25, 1920, Germany got almost 5 inches of rain in 8 minutes. The 1920 rain was not only larger than last year's rain, but it was hundreds of times more intense. I'm pretty certain that 1920 was less than 400 years ago, and I'm completely certain that these scientists have no clue what they're talking about. The 1920 flood was large, but Germany has had much larger floods in the past, like in 1501 and 1505. Germany has a long history of large floods, like in 1909. Germany had huge floods in 1888. They also had huge floods in 1883. Germany had disastrous floods in the year 1613. The historical record shows no indication that floods in Germany have become more common or more intense over the past 500 years. The German government is forcing a disaster on the German people which was 100% predictable. And they are basing their disastrous policy on superstitions about climate and superstitions about energy. Toto has been warning people about this looming man-made disaster for the past 14 years. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, Caesar, and our new team members Upala and Toki on the web at realclimatescience.com.